Indiana Jones hated snakes.
I don't like snakes.
What about ghosts?
No.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
It's very 80s. Speaking of which, hi, I'm
Marriage?
Jimmy.
Maybe marriage.
Syphilis?
Marriage, maybe.
And let's not go there.
We should probably start over.
Yeah.
Somehow, I was born in 79. Somehow, I did not see The Karate Kid. Here's what I did. So I sat down and made some notes of what I thought would happen in Karate Kid because through osmosis, being an 80s person, you know, I know sweep the leg, I know wax off, I know these things. So I made some notes of what I think, by the trailer, what I thought would happen in The Karate Kid. Derek made notes as we watch it, so we're going to sit and kind of compare the notes of what I wrote and what actually happened in the movie. I don't know how we want to start with this. Derek, why don't you start with the notes and
Okay.
I'll jump in.
So the movie starts off and
yeah, we know you've seen this.
Yes,
and
we
this
know.
seems a little, but this will get good once I jump in with what I thought was going to happen. So.
yeah, so it's kind of fun because he never saw it. But so it starts out and actually I hadn't seen it since a kid, so some of it
Yeah, I hadn't seen it since middle school.
was
I would say for a very long
It holds
time.
up though, really great.
It does actually hold up. It's a good movie.
Probably talk
It's a
about more
real
later.
film.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's not just like some 80s movie.
Yeah,
Like
with
it's
montages.
shot well,
Yeah.
and I can see why people are so crazy about Cobra Kai.
I mean-
and why it's so nostalgic because it's a good film. It's not just a movie; it's a good film.
And he had Ostradamus.
Yeah, and I can see
Yeah.
that the way it's shot. It's like it was really taken seriously. I can't talk for the sequels because I haven't seen them.
You're alright.
And yeah, it sounds
You
like
don't really need to.
it just became a soft.
Just watch Cobra Kai, from what I hear.
Yes, yes. So what happens? In
All
the
right.
beginning?
So at the beginning, we're stuck. We're introduced to Newark. Daniel and his mother are leaving Newark and making their journey across the country.
So they're poor, but they can do a cross country trip and move to
Apparently.
LA.
Now, why did they move? A job?
It never said. I don't
Never
feel
said.
like it
These are the
said.
things I wanted to know. What I wrote is Daniel and his mother moved from somewhere in Jersey, many miles away from his cousin, Vincent LaGuardia Gambini, to possibly somewhere in the West. I see oceans in the trailer, so maybe California. I don't see a father, so I assume the mother is divorced. But really, in this movie, there's no room for the father because Miyagi is the father figure. So once they meet, they establish that. So that's what which so far kind of tracks.
Yeah,
He will be his
tracks.
preacher teacher
That's right.
Yes.
There's no room for Harry Potter.
No.
to the end of time.
So actually, like,
Troll. That's what I'm
Father
talking
figure.
about. Harry Potter troll.
and then the interesting thing that I didn't remember in the movie is that once they get to California, the movie just like ramps up
Fast.
speed like
Very fast.
really quick.
Yeah, first act is very.
Like it's bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam.
Very quick.
and so is the third act. Second act.
Second
not
act's
so
really
much.
slow.
Still good, but it's slow.
It is good, but very slows
They,
down.
they just changes the pace up.
So
There's
they,
a lot of beach material that I didn't expect.
And
Right.
I
soccer.
expected us to jump right into high school comedy drama, but we go to the
but
beach.
they arrive in the
True.
summertime, so school hasn't started yet.
Yes. And they use the song.
But yeah, they get to California. They live in like a motel or a really dingy apartment complex.
Apartment complex.
Yeah.
They got the like gates and stuff.
Yeah. Funny thing is
Yeah,
like
apartment.
I never,
Right on the
especially
gate.
this part here, I never noticed as a kid. But there is the kid, Daniel. Immediately meets a friend and he's wearing a Making Bacon shirt, which
I
is
noticed
like
it.
which is like two pig
Yeah, they're fucking
on the
it's really
shirt.
fun.
It's a PG movie. PG-13 got created literally
1 year later?
no, just months,
Oh,
like
months
4 or
later.
5
Yeah.
months
Wow,
later.
months later. Wow.
Red Dawn, which was the first PG-13 movie.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Of course, Temple of Doom is what incited.
Right.
You know,
It
Yeah,
was
made it
Spielberg's
happen.
idea. He was like, should there be like a PG-13?
Right.
They're like, yes, we'll do that right now.
but not.
Now, I was interested, I have these in the notes somewhere, but I'll paraphrase. I was curious how he would meet Miyagi. I thought Miyagi was probably just some weird guy who would be on the peripheral at the apartments, which he is the handyman?
Yeah, he's the
So
handyman.
that's kind of
yeah.
how that tracks.
Maintenance guy.
So you thought he was like a stalker? Is what you thought?
No, I just thought he was a guy like
You think, like
Daniel would be like, who's that guy over there? And the pickpocket guy would be like, that's old man Miyagi, you know, something like that.
Maybe
Oh, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
avoids him.
Yeah,
maybe
he just
he's a
sort of-
wise janitor.
Or he's a wise, that sort of tracks. I just thought, well, he's a guy who's there. How
Well,
did
he kind of is a wise janitor.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
but not of the high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they build up. They don't really build
They
up
don't
any
build up,
mystery.
they don't build up
I
a
figured
mystery
there'd be a
of
mystery
Miyagi.
of
No.
who is this Mr. Miyagi, but
Right.
he's just cutting the bonds, or he's working at the
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
working on
janitor thing like right away. Like, oh, I guess he's the.
No.
I guess he is the janitor. He
Yeah,
works here or whatever.
he. So then, Daniel goes to the beach. You get a good. Instead of beach volleyball, they're all beach soccer.
Soccer.
Beach
Beach
soccer.
soccer.
Yeah.
He meets.
No
he
top
meets-
gunning.
He meets Allie.
Allie, played by Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, I love Elizabeth
She's
Shue.
still fun too.
I still like Elizabeth Shue a lot. I'm a fan.
Cobra Kai is not introduced the way I thought they would be introduced.
No.
You hear Allie, like, so they come down the beach to kind of mess with
Allie.
Allie,
Because
and
she is
you
the
hear
ex.
her in the background saying
Yeah.
something about you Cobra Kai jerks or
Yeah.
or something like
It's
that.
very matter of fact, and I
Yeah.
thought it would be like, hey, he's in Cobra Kai. Like,
No.
you can't talk about it? Like,
Yeah.
it's some
No,
kind of,
they
like,
don't.
And
underground
the reason
thing?
Cobra Kai is messing with her is because Johnny, the leader of Cobra Kai, or the main bad guy in this, is the ex of Allie.
They used to date. They broke
Which
up.
I had guessed from the trailers that the
You
whole
thought-
thing was over a girl.
Right.
now Cobra Kai started that fight.
Right.
There are several other fights throughout the movie that actually Daniel
There's-
ends up being
correct.
the
There's
aggressor.
a theory that Daniel's the bad guy, which I only see that in maybe 2
It's-
scenes.
yeah, I don't
Not the
I
whole
don't buy
thing.
I don't
Yeah.
agree with that. I think like the movie could have been avoided completely had Daniel just kind of left things
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
As someone who just saw this the first time, Zabka's villain or bully didn't come off to me the way I wanted it to. To me, he's no Biff Tannen.
No.
No.
You probably think he's
Not
gonna
at
be
all.
more of a two-dimensional.
Yeah,
80s
that's
villain.
what I thought. I guess I thought that.
And-
Like, the movie is better, way better than what I thought, and he doesn't come up. You're right.
And in the end, you find out he's not really that bad of a guy. He actually like congratulates.
Yeah, he
him.
Correct. Yes,
congratulates-
I did
Because
notice
really,
that.
really, if there's a bad guy, it's the teacher
It's
of
the-
Cobra
it's the
Kai.
guy, yeah,
that
he's-
guy's
an ass.
evil and possibly
He's
part-
very much the main
former Nazi. or
He's the
something.
main bad guy.
villain. Then we have a secondary villain.
Yeah, so there's a Halloween dance. Daniel shows up as a shower.
Yeah, but it's really weird. But he's right.
That
That's-
Miyagi makes. Miyagi
Yeah,
makes the costume.
Miyagi made him the
Maybe he's
costume.
being
It's such a weird
Maybe he's being a
thing.
shower head.
No,
No, he's just a shower.
I don't know, it's just- But he can get Elizabeth Shue alone in that.
Yeah,
car.
the Elizabeth Shue.
Well,
Like,
was
that's
nice.
the only reason.
That
they did
was
it.
a
They
nice
get in the
thing, yeah.
they get in the shower
That
together.
wasn't the reason that he made it, though. He made it so he would be able to hide.
Yeah,
from
from
the
the
Kai
Cobra
people.
Kai.
It seems like the thing, like his sidekick. The sidekick didn't really pay too much of a sidekick. There's
No.
the guy.
No,
No.
he was
No.
he was in after the first.
There's really no
scenes.
You don't see
friend.
the Megan Bacon
characters.
guy.
No,
Yeah,
he,
you
never-
No,
You
he
know.
doesn't come back after
Yeah.
the beach scene.
he comes back later on, but he's not in there very often.
I think they're
He
playing
does
they're
like a
playing
glimpse
soccer at the initial soccer.
There's no secondary friend
scene,
characters.
but he doesn't
for
come back.
Daniel.
Yeah, so it's just Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Shue has a lot of
Daniel.
friends. They're kind of.
That's true.
But they don't like
They
like
hate
Daniel.
Daniel.
It's
But
because
Daniel,
he's poor.
but Daniel is kind
Exactly.
of a.
It's because he's poor.
There's a class sort of thing.
There
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
Elizabeth Shue
also.
has money in this
Oh,
movie.
quite a
Allie
bit of money.
does.
Oh yeah, she's rich,
Her
but
parents wear blazers.
She dresses
Out.
up like Padme at the at the
She
Halloween
does.
party.
She does.
You know they're rich because they wear blazers.
yeah.
I mean, that's a thing.
Especially in the
no, like the
80s.
80s, a
In
different
the
one.
80s,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
betrayal of
Yeah.
being rich, was wearing blazers. And then,
Yeah.
then he gets his ass kicked.
He does.
But then they get their asses kicked.
Because Miyagi shows
Yeah,
up.
and then Miyagi shows up.
Beats
and
up
then
children.
Then it's shown that he
I wouldn't say
knows
children, more like teenagers.
karate.
There's a difference.
See, I had thought that was like the first time. I would have watched the trailer. I thought, well, that's the first time he actually meets Miyagi.
Because you probably thought
Right.
he could be quiet the entire time.
Yeah, I thought he'd be quiet the whole time. Who is this guy? We don't know. He's kind of mysterious. And then he comes in and kicks
Right.
ass.
Kind of like Turtles.
Yes, that's probably exactly what I was
That's what
thinking.
you're thinking.
But that's not. They have a relationship. He made him a Halloween costume
Yeah,
for some
made him
reason.
Halloween costume.
So that's not where he does beat up the guy. He beats up some children,
Yeah, he beats up all the
and
children.
we're rooting for it to
All
happen.
the
But it
Teenagers.
doesn't happen quite that way.
Beats up the
Yeah.
teenagers.
But it's still it's the plot function of you know how to fight. And so it does have the same plot function for Daniel. He's like, teach me,
Right.
basically. I had sort of wanted there to be like a backstory that Pat Morita had with Cobra Kai.
And they might go into that in the third
They
one,
might-
to be honest.
it might be
I
a
know
thing.
they're
Okay.
against, like he comes back in the third one, he's the main bad
So I
guy.
thought Miyagi would go to Kreese. My old, and again I'm doing Turtles.
You
That's
are.
what,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
you are.
thought
Yeah.
because in the movie Miyagi's just like, why do they show up there?
to tell him to leave him alone.
Yeah,
Because
Oh,
he
to leave
was
him alone.
Yeah,
I think
Miyagi
he's admitting
shows
that
there-
he beat up the kids.
But he just came there and said, I beat up
Yeah.
the 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat him up, and
Like,
to
they
leave
could
him
have just
alone.
patted him down right there.
It was a weird flex.
It really was.
And so like, well, so then so Kreese is like, no, we're not gonna leave him alone. But then Miyagi's like, okay, if we enter this tournament, no fighting until the tournament.
What are you looking at,
I
Billy?
can't figure out what that is.
What?
On top of the turtle machine.
That's Bing Bong.
Ben Bong.
From Inside Out.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
inside.
don't bring up Bing Bong.
But anyway, so you can't fight, and they can't fight until the tournament,
It's over.
which I made a date. I know.
So Miyagi's like, I set up third act.
Yes.
By that
Yeah.
poster. And they cut away to the
December
poster.
19th.
They
That's
had
the
it
date. The date is there.
in the foreground, like
December
the
19th.
entire scene at that
Yeah,
point.
December
No-
19th.
He's like, how about we do it there?
There's no year, just date.
Yes.
And that actually gives
Yeah.
Daniel
2 months.
Two
Makes it
months
time
to
months,
learn.
Makes the
Karate.
karate.
We need a timeline. We need a date
Right.
where the bad guys are gonna. We're gonna
Yeah.
put it together.
Daniel as a character just comes across like really whiny, mopey. He goes on a date with Elizabeth Shue, and Johnny and all them show up in a car, and they're like, "Hey, get in," and she's like, "No, I'm hanging out here."
And their cars are really nice, by the
And-
way. That's a big important thing.
Well, and then he just gets really pissed
1
off.
second. Phone call. Hello.
After seeing this
So did he?
movie.
He was
All right,
telling us
Dad.
that earlier.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I was doing that. I was like flipping around and trying to kick shit.
Somebody parked in front of my fucking house.
Huh?
Somebody parked in front of my fucking house. That's where I was going to park tonight.
Bastards.
That way Dad could not have to move the cars out in the morning. He'd just go to work. And we don't have to flip them around.
Yeah.
But I was going to park in front of the house, but he just called and said somebody's parked in front of the house. So he says he's going to go ahead and
Are you
move the
gonna
car
handle
up. That way I can just pull it behind him, and then he'll just flip him around.
I don't remember.
What did
this
what
at
did
all.
everybody think of the drunken Miyagi scene?
Oh yeah.
That was great.
Oh, he's great.
I feel like
That
that
was
was a little bit
fantastic.
It's great, and he was
Really, really
nominated.
good.
for
He
the-
was nominated for an Oscar for like best supporting actor because of that scene alone.
Well, I would
Yeah.
like to know who won that year.
But 2 Cobra Kais and Daniel and some other rando make it to the final round.
And none of the Cobra Kai guys, and even though there's like a dozen of them, never
Fight
fight
each
each
other.
other.
Yeah.
They're
Or at
all
least-
on separate brackets and they never meet.
Yeah, or at least we don't see it.
Right.
They might, I don't know. But you
I
never
think
see
we
it on
see.
camera.
I think we see all of them get eliminated. Don't
We
we?
do.
Yeah, they all get eliminated.
Sponsored by nerds.
But like I
That's
said,
right.
at the
Also, the guy from Chopping Mall is in this movie,
He
head of the
is.
class, and
Yeah.
Derek said he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He
I didn't
recently,
even know that.
He
recently
died
passed.
after his appearance in Cobra Kai.
Well, that's a shame.
That
That
is
is
sad.
kinda
Rest in
sad.
in
Yeah.
peace to the head
Rest
of the
in
class
peace, head of
guy,
class guy. We don't know his name.
Tony Odell or something like that.
Tony Odell?
Something like that.
Yeah, Tim
Rest in
Odell.
peace.
He was in
Tony
Chopping
Odell.
Mall. I think it's Tony Odell.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew he's in Chopping Mall. Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, Daniel gets
Hurt.
hurt, and then Johnny's the default winner.
And then Miyagi
yeah,
Yeah.
Miyagi
has his special healing powers.
rubs out the tension.
Now, did they set that up earlier? Oh, because
Yes,
it is
because
the
of
thing.
the
Yeah, I'm
sugar
sure I do.
thing.
I remember that.
Rubs out the tension. That's funny.
So you get the famous line, sweep the leg.
I ain't gonna me, honestly.
They don't set that up at all.
No, they don't set it up. He's just telling him to go after the
No,
leg.
he's
because
just trying
hurt.
to
Yeah.
injure him.
He's trying
Yeah,
to
he's
injure
just
him.
trying
for
to-
the-
I
injury.
thought Sweep the Leg was like going to be like crossing the streams.
No.
Like, you know how they set that up
Right.
midway through Ghost
Yeah.
Wrestlers?
Correct.
And at the end, cross
Right.
the stream, sweep the
Right.
leg.
Yeah.
It did a little anticlimactic, that particular reference.
little bit.
I thought it was going to
Yeah.
come from somewhere.
But
and
it
something-
No,
but
no.
survived the test of time.
See,
Yeah.
That's
Everybody-
right, but I just
You
thought
knew,
there was
you knew
more.
that reference.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
So what confused me in this fight though is that I thought Johnny got the full 3 points. I mean, he made a bunch of cheap
Well,
shots.
It was 4 points.
Well, I
4
think
points
it's
in
because,
final
you know,
round.
there's a couple times where it's like, okay, Johnny should be disqualified.
Oh, yeah, he-
Almost every
So,
hit.
Almost
I
every
think
hit.
that means, you know,
Maybe it didn't
Daniel
count.
got the point.
Yeah.
It didn't count
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
yeah,
I think in the tournament, the final round, it was 4 points because each one got up to 3.
yeah.
And then.
But
everybody
Daniel only
did
got
3.
2 points on Johnny before Johnny started
got
doing
it,
all the illegal
But yeah,
moves.
when you're
His third point was the crane kick. You have a weird ending.
Freeze
because
frame.
It freeze frames
Yeah.
and
Freeze
cuts
frame.
out.
British Rare.
But
The movie just ends.
it just ends.
and that's Karate Kid.
And
Yeah.
Yes, The Karate Kid. Real quick, everyone, you three name me a movie that everyone loves you haven't seen.
Oh, sir, I gotta think.
I haven't seen
Yes.
that I love.
That I haven't seen. A big movie
Oh,
everyone
that
loves
you
you haven't
haven't
seen.
seen.
No, the world hasn't seen.
Oh,
You
the-
haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen The Karate Kid, but now I have.
Oh.
What haven't you seen?
Oh shit.
Oh, what haven't I seen?
Yes.
Evita.
Don't cry for me.